Well, I wanted to tell you how this all kind of came about. I had put my green egg up for sale several times, no bites, threw in all the accessories and all the goodies to go with it, and no one seemed to want it. And I thought to myself, I've spent a ton of money on this and all the goodies that go with it. I just need to learn how to use the damn thing. So that's what I did. I started spending time watching people who were making a living barbecuing on their green egg. And I also started watching Matt Pittman, the guy who owns Meat Church out of Texas. Man, that guy can cook some barbecue. So this is kind of a combination intro, first episode story about how frustrated I was with the fact that I couldn't use my green egg properly and how I found the tools that made it work like a champ, which you'll see in just a minute. So let's get into this, and I'll take you through the entire walk of how this started this past weekend with ribs from Publix, which is our local market, and came out on our table. Well, here's how we started today. This front set of baby backs has had the membrane pulled off of it. As you can see, I've got my butter knife underneath that. Pull that off so the seasoning adheres to it better. I'm going full-on Meat Church recipe today. These guys are great. We're doing a little fajita seasoning from Meat Church, some honey bacon barbecue. We're going to spritz anything we need to with White House apple cider vinegar. And then our sauce today is Meat Mitch. The green egg is doing its thing. All right, and here we are with the seasonings. And you can see that it's starting to get wet, starting to pull through. Giving it a chance to bind it. Yeah, we bound it with some yellow mustard, which does not change the flavor profile. And they're almost ready for the grill. At the 1 hour mark, back down. Okay, and out of the aluminum foil, just off the grill. Wow, look at those bad boys. And they smell crazy good. Now for some sauce, and they'll be ready in about 10 minutes. Sauce is on, a couple minutes on the grill to tack it up. And look at that. Here we are. My God, those look amazing. A little mahogany look to those bad boys. Green egg working it. Gotta tell you, this was the trick today. Brand new. Love this thing. And it's got a Brizo fan going with it, so the temperature stayed within 10 degrees the whole entire cook. Great stuff. Well, there's a couple things I want to touch on prior to wrapping this up and talking about the new tools that I bought. When you go in the video from where it was at the hour mark to pulling it out of the foil, the initial cook was 2 hours and 10 minutes. Then I pulled them off, double wrapped them in heavy duty aluminum foil. But inside of that aluminum foil, on each one of the ribs, I put 6 pats of unsalted real butter, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and about 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey. Then I wrapped them up and put them back on the grill for 2.5 more hours. So when you get to the video spot where you see me taking them out, that's the place that they are at. So it kind of melds it together for you, you know what I've done. I want to toss out too the fact that no one sent me any of these spices, no one sent me any of the seasonings, the ribs, or any of this stuff. Green Egg didn't call me. I didn't get a phone call from the guys at Chef's Temp. None of that stuff. This is just stuff that I've learned on my own through videos, through talking to other folks that barbecue. So first, I do want to talk about the seasonings that are here. They are the Meat Mitch Womp sauce. That's the barbecue sauce that I used. And the other 2 seasonings that we have are both from Meat Church. You can get them online at Amazon. I go to my local sporting goods store here that also sells green eggs, and I buy them there. I just find they're more inexpensive when you buy them there than trying to get them online because there's shipping and all that other stuff put in. And then yellow mustard. Use that to rub the ribs before I put the seasoning on. So in doing that, one of the things I learned, mustard doesn't change anything. You don't have to use mustard if you don't want to, but don't use something else. Don't put mayonnaise or anything crazy like that on there. It just kind of helps that seasoning stick to the ribs. So we'll kind of use it from there. But those are the seasonings that I used. Now, the next piece I want to talk about is the stuff from Chef's Temp. I cannot begin to tell you guys enough how amazing this is. My biggest fuss or bitch, however you choose to do it, with the green egg was getting that temperature to stay consistent. Well, I bought the Chef's Temp S1, which you saw a picture of it, and the Brizo down below in the last video section that was in there. They kept the entire cook within 10 degrees up or down the whole entire time, and I didn't touch it. I set it when I first lit the grill, let it get it up to temp, and it stayed there for over 6 hours. It was amazing. And I did not use their temperature probes. I only used the temperature monitor and the Brizo fan, and that was it. Did it all from my iPhone. So now you saw what we used for spices. You saw how we cooked it. You saw the tools that are there. And I'll pop up some pictures of the Brizo and the Chef's Temp S1. If you are thinking about a green egg, go do it, man. These things are awesome, but you got to get that Chef's Temp stuff to go with it. It just is a game changer. Sauce is on. A couple minutes on the grill to tack it up. And look at that.